Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final on this, a weekend where spring sports fortunes either rise or die, when champions emerge and pretenders fall by the wayside once and for all. And already, the Tri-States has grabbed its share of state track and field championships with the promise of many more on the way tomorrow. And the road to Diamond Glory begins in earnest tomorrow in Illinois and Monday in Missouri. But our weekend odyssey begins on the soccer pitch with undefeated Quincy Notre Dame just 2 wins away from a trip to state. Today, Quincy Notre Dame taking on Mount Zion. Early on, Mackenzie Little setting the tone with the save early. Also, that showed that Mount Zion had some offense. More on that in a second, but QND would not be held scoreless for long. Hannah Whitty with the free kick. Jordan Frericks is there to get under it, using the cranium to good effect right there. And QND led 1-0 11 minutes in. Mount Zion responded with a goal 5 minutes later, so Cassidy Foley broke the tie right here. Good footwork and a good goal for her, and she would have a big day. QND up 2-1. Now 3-1 QND. Cassidy Foley taken down in the box. That would set up a penalty kick for Miss Abby Graw, and Abby Graw going to convert the PK just the way you like it. Upper 90. Good stuff from her. Made it 4-1 QND at the end of the half. The Raiders would dominate the second half, throw up 3 more goals, and they're cruising on, my friends, into the super sectional, beating Mount Zion today in rather emphatic fashion. 7-2 was your final. Up next for the Lady Raiders, we've got a super sectional, and that comes up on Tuesday against Alton Marquette, who was a 3-1 winner this afternoon against Breeze Mater Dei. Again, that super sectional is set for Edwardsville on Tuesday. That should be a dandy matchup for the Lady Raiders. Win that, and it's back to state for the second time in 3 years. The soccer news, though, not nearly as good for our friends, the Lady Crimsons, who were scoreless today with Chatham Glenwood. 2-0 into the final 8 minutes of the game, and then just 2 magnificent goals from the Titans end Jacksonville's season on its home field. 2-0, great run for the Lady Crimsons, but it is now over. Well, track and field state championships are underway in both Des Moines and in the city of Jefferson in Missouri, and Tri-State shot putters are really doing our area very proud indeed. Despite coming into this day as the 3 seed, Sal Shelby's Lexi Wilt went nuts, was the only Missouri Class 2 participant to top 40 feet in the shot put today, earning her a state championship, a surprise one, and a very good one for Sal Shelby. Meanwhile, Amanda Houston of Fort Madison repeats as the Class 3 state champion at Drake Stadium, throwing a very impressive 42 feet 9 inches for her. Other news and notes from Missouri today. Congratulations to Paris's Cody Dawson. She finished second today in the Class 1 pole vault. Leighton McCabe from Knox County also with a nice showing, a top 10 showing today in the 2 mile as he ends up finishing 7th. And his teammate, Kellen Gillespie, you know the Gillespies, they're very athletic. This proves it again. Kellen today finished 8th in the triple jump. Our congratulations to him as well. Another state champion from up in Iowa to tell you about. Always bet on Black. Raheem Black today. Boy, was he good in the hurdles, winning in 53-2-1. Congratulations to Raheem Black from Fort Madison getting a state championship there. We've got some Illinois scores to pass along from sectionals now. Talking about Jacksonville, talking about a really nice showing in 2A today. A couple of sectional champions, including Devontae Clark, who high jumps taller than I do at this point. That kid may be a state championship threat. Also, we've talked about it before. Jacksonville might win a state championship in the 4x100 meter relay. That would take some doing, but those kids are awfully fast. 2 of those kids, Reggie Breton and Mr. Nick Schipple, finished 1-2 in the 100 meter as well. Congratulations to the Jacksonville Crimson showing up big. Meanwhile, we take you to Rushville Industry Class 1A sectional today, and that, my friends, is Alex Blickhand. You saw him in the conference meet. Here he clears 6'1", the only person to do so. Meet championship well in hand. He's going for more, 6'3" on his 3rd and final attempt. He gets there. He's headed to state, and he looked good there. Good day as well for the Pittsfield Sockies, and in particular, Dylan Butler. He won the 100 meter, and here in the 200 meter finished 4th, but his qualifying time fast enough to go to state with a 4th place finish. Also good day for Colton Pease, who won the disc today with a throw of 132.3, and in the 4x800 meter relay, it was a dogfight between Pittsfield and Liberty. Jeremy Malincrot there finishing an 8:31.74 to give his team the sectional championship. Meanwhile, Alani West just booking here in the 4x100 meter, and that, my friends, is the freshman Jacob Scholl, and he is quick. I repeat, freshman running away from a phenomenal ISD team here and getting the victory Alane West moving on. This was the least surprising event of the day. Triple jump Alex Walter, 4 feet better than his next closest competitor, 43 feet and a half inches. Also a winner today in the 2-mile, West Hancock's Kevin Crozier out of Warsaw High School, 10:37 headed to state. And from Rushville Industry headed to state, Brady Crane, who you will see in the middle of your screen in the 110 hurdles. Good win for him as well today. Rushville Industry finishes second as a team. Pittsfield your winner by 5 points, 110-105 was your final team score as well. Congratulations and good luck to all. Well, to baseball now, where Canton's incredible run of strong play of late has come, stunningly enough, with ace pitcher Garrett Serban shelved by a shoulder injury. But the Tiger ace is quick to give credit where credit is due, especially in his absence, to a young man whose strong play of late is proof positive of the miracles of modern medicine.
One of the big contributors is Lucas Brown, who didn't even start the season this year with his heart problem, and then came in and he's been pitching terrific ever since he's been back.
But the phrase heart problem seems a bit of a soft sell here, as Lucas Brown missed the first month of this season, shelved by what would seem a very scary circumstance.
I went for a regular checkup, my yearly one, and they saw that I wasn't getting gradually worse, but they didn't want to wait another year, so they decided to just replace a valve.
If Lucas seems a little nonchalant about the whole ordeal, well, that just seems to be his unflappable nature. The same that has made him such a successful baseball player. And in truth, going through the procedure itself wasn't nearly as hard on the Tiger stalwart as it was sitting out the doctor-mandated recovery time.
It was 2 weeks, and due to technology, it wasn't open heart. They just went through my artery in my leg. Yeah, it was hard to sit out because I've been playing every game since my freshman year, but I believed in the team, and they did well without me. I was actually ready to play before my 2 weeks were up, but coach would not let me.
But ever since he received his medical clearance, it's been impossible for anyone to keep Lucas Brown, or any of his Canton teammates for that matter, from doing their thing, as evidenced by their district dominance.
After that 11-game win streak came to an end, we feel like that was a great confidence booster, and we needed to keep it going into districts, and we wanted to have an airless game, and we did that final game.
As an added bonus tomorrow on Overtime, much more on the breakdown of Canton's incredible success this season. I believe the Tigers are 19-4 going into the sectional. Really good team. Now, the rise of Northeast Missouri's other district champion is a bit more surprising than Canton's, courtesy of a little something we're calling the Monroe City Miracle, and one heck of a catch to fuel it.
Well, I saw the ball breaking towards the sideline, and I was running as fast as I can. It was kind of hard to see the ball and everything, and at the last second it broke in, and I caught it basically in my lap, and I just smothered the ball. It was just one of the have-to catches.
Taryn Ritter's stellar grab wasn't the only have-to moment Monroe City made good on in transforming itself from a sub-500 ball club to a district titleist in just a 5-day span. And that, in and of itself, may be the most impressive storyline of the Northeast Missouri baseball season. Positive identity change done on the fly and in the nick of time.
I'm very proud of these kids, you know. I mean, we talked about it all year. Hard work pays off, and nobody was going to give us anything, that we had to earn everything that we wanted to have. And, you know, these kids just finally made their mind up, started swinging the bat good. Pitching started coming together. I mean, it was one of those things. I mean, there was nothing left for us to do but to win it on our home field, and the kids took care of it and got the job done.
I think confidence is pretty key for us.
We come into practice every day with the same mindset that we want to get better. We got good pitching going right now. Kyle Fulton's really coming in, and I think we're on a roll right now.
We had a meeting, you know, 3/4 the way through the year. These seniors finally decided to step up and say, hey, we want to lead this team. We want to win. We're tired of losing. What do we need to do to get it done? And from that point forward, it just became more and more positive.
Even accounting for its current momentum, Monroe City will be a considerable underdog going into Monday's sectional against Schuyler County. A revelation that barely phases the Panthers, considering their upset binge last week.
It doesn't bother us at all. All we got to do is stay focused in practice, keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully we can come out with a win against Schuyler County.
Did you think you had a chance to win this district going into it? Because you guys are playing with a ton of confidence.
Oh, districts especially, we had a chance to win. I mean, I still think we got a chance to win it all.
we came through a tough district, and we come through a tough conference. So I mean, we've taken our lumps, and it's made us better. I mean, we don't know a whole lot about them. I'm working on getting a scouting report right now, but I'm assuming they're a good hitting ball club. They beat a Scotland County team that's got great pitching. You know, so all we can do is go up there with our game plan in mind, and if we can execute, if we can hit the baseball and stay on a winning streak, things will be to our favor, and good things will happen.
Fun to watch Monroe City rising. Also fun to watch Luke Guthrie in any eventuality. Southwestern Regional of the NCAA. Luke is now number 2, right behind his teammate. That would be Thomas Peters, and making a nice charge. He's 5 strokes off the lead. Illinois is currently 4th as a team. Let's talk some local high school baseball today. Quincy High School losing at home to Sacred Heart. Griffin 11-7 was your final there. We also have a soccer score to pass along. It was Holy Trinity on the girls' side beating Keokuk 3-2. And in sectional tennis today, Quincy High is tied for 3rd. The good news here, the top-seeded doubles team of Daniel Hayashi and Jack O'Connor is qualified for state by advancing all the way into the state semifinals. That game will be played, or all the way into the semifinals. They will go to state. They will play those sectional semifinals coming up tomorrow.